Questions for right tackle Abe Lucas?
If you guys keep getting in the same position and there's the Huskies every time stopping you from getting where you want to go, how frustrating is that? What are your thoughts?
I mean, as a team, you try not to think about that stuff, you know, going into a game, you know, because it just adds more pressure. It's the way you want to play. I mean, I really don't have any opinion on it of my own. I mean, it'd be nice to beat them sometime.
Can you kind of describe what footing was like out there?
It was a little slippery, but you know, you just gotta adapt at the end of the day. I mean, Coach Lee said it perfectly when he he talked about how, you know, some of us want to play professionally maybe, and you know, it snows all the time up in places like Green Bay, Minnesota, so.
Wide receiver Kyle Sweet. Anything else for Abe? Okay, thanks Abe. Question for Kyle Sweet.
Kyle, how tough is that offense to run when you can't get your foot anywhere? I mean, we all saw the conditions. Just how different does that make things?
It's definitely a factor, but you know we try and pride ourselves on being able to do what we do in those conditions. So yeah, it was a little bit of a frustrating game. Like you said, snow. It's hard to play. You know, it's hard to keep your foot. And, yeah, I think it's definitely a factor.
Kyle, compare the speed of the Husky defense to other defenses that you guys have faced this year.
They're a good D. Absolutely, they're a disciplined unit, and you know, I think we've seen a couple defenses like them, but I think it was just us, you know, not being able to do our job at the end of the day.
How hard is it to see them kind of after the game walk out of the field, kind of make snow angels, and you kind of seen this 3 times before? Is it kind of an image that kind of sticks with you for a pretty long time?
A little bit. I saw a little bit of that, but I wasn't trying to put. I was trying to just take in every second I could in Martin Stadium while I was still out there, and you know, just thinking about all the great times that we've had as a team here, and you know how blessed I am to be able to be a part of this team.
Yeah, Kyle, I believe you've been a captain for a while. I mean, what's that been like, and what was it like kind of going out there again, kind of that one last time before the game?
It was definitely a little emotional. You know, I try not to let emotions come into play. But you know, it's tough to think that was the last time that I'll be playing in Martin Stadium, you know, along with the other 16 seniors. But yeah, we just try and give everything we had for them. You know, they've given so much to this program, you know, and turned it into a pretty dang good program the past couple of years. So it's definitely emotional, but we got one more game.
Kyle, what's your message to the younger guys? I mean, you being underclassmen, some of these younger guys come in, probably ticked off right now. As a senior leader, what do you tell them right now after a loss like this?
Just keep your head up. You know, is the main point here. We got a lot of talented young guys, and you know, if they can keep their head in it and you know be tough and physical, then we're gonna have a good program from here on out.
Anything else for Kyle? This is it. Last guy.
Kyle, talk about Gardner and just the impact that he had, and maybe how that changed expectations going into the year, and kind of how this year turned out versus maybe what you thought going in.
Yeah, Gardner, I can't say enough about Gardner. You know, he's a hell of a quarterback, but the thing that people don't see is the intangibles. Like, he just rallies us, you know, makes us want to play for him and makes us love the game of football. And it was tough for him to come in with the unfortunate circumstances that happened earlier this year, but it didn't seem like it faced him at all. But he was just, you know, there for us whenever we needed, and he is just a great friend and a guy to lean on. You know, he'll always pick you up. It's always you over him. You know, he's the most selfless person that I've ever met in my life. And I can't say enough how thankful we are as a program to have had him.
Colin, was there a certain point that you realized when Gardner was here that like, oh, we're gonna be okay, but like, you know, we've got somebody that's gonna keep us going here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, even before he got here, I thought that we were going to be okay just because, you know, we were playing for something bigger than ourselves this year. But like I said, it's hard to say what Gardner means to us. You know, I guess the first game we really knew like, okay, this guy's a hell of a player. You know, so like I said, we're just really lucky to have Gardner.
Do you think he deserves a trip to New York for the Heisman ceremony?
Absolutely, 100%. I think, you know, going back to the previous statement, he's not just a heck of a quarterback, but he's just an incredible person too. You know, he makes everyone better around him.
Anything else,
Kyle?
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.